Okay, so this is Everything Tesla here, and this is how to wash your Tesla. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna fill up this, and if you can go like that, you should. So now that it's on this type of water, just put in the dish soap. So you can use a microfiber towel like this if you would like. So what you wanna do is take the hose and spray off the whole top of the car, including the windshield. And don't worry about getting the other parts of the car yet. And notice it's not in the middle of the day on purpose, because you don't want to do it in the middle of the day because the water will dry in the car too quickly and there will be water spots everywhere. Okay, so now I got my warm water cloth here, and I'm going to start off at the back, and I'm doing half of it at a time. This half done, and go over here. You're gonna want to do the windshield also, so I recommend doing that after you do the rest of it, just because less time for the windshield to dry. I'm doing this fairly quickly, but you don't want to do it too quickly because you need to have high quality. So now I got the whole roof finished. So now I'm going to spray it off. There you go. Clean off the roof. You gotta make sure that there's no soap left. There's no soap left on the roof. Now I'm going to do the front of the car. Cleaning off the hood of the car. And it's really, you don't really want to use one of those brushes that people use, because that just takes way longer, and it's just way easier to do it this way. So now I'm going to get the hood of the car. So this includes the front mainly, and we'll get the headlights too. Headlights. Really don't leave any of it unfinished, because you really want it to not look like it's dirty when you're done. Otherwise you're just wasting your time. Okay, so now I'm doing this side of the car. And generally you want to do the car from the top to the bottom on this side. So I'm getting the mirrors first. This chrome. I'm getting these windows really nicely because they need to be absolutely clean, or you're just wasting your time. So as you can see, I'm going to walk over to the other side of the car. I'm going to show this thing, because you want to do this from the top to the bottom. And one side thing is that whenever you touch a towel to the ground, you really need to leave it on the ground. And you really don't want to take your car to the car wash, to be honest. Unless if you live in an extremely cold climate or you can't wash your car like this. And if you live in a place where your car constantly gets dirty, I don't even know if it's worth trying to clean it off. So now for the final part of washing off the car, the rear of the car. So I'm going to start off right here, getting the top of this trunk. And it's really important that you get the top of this here. And then, boom, I'm going to get all the lights, You really want to prioritize like the order of these, otherwise it's just not going to make sense and you can miss a part or whatever. So now I'm going to just get the whole back part, and you kind of want to get in a position where you can see what you're doing. And you want to make sure that you're pushing up against this section of it, due to the fact that you won't get everything if you don't do it that way. I mean, so you can wash the license plate if you want, but I don't really know if you care about that or not. going to wash the whole trunk. And then now I'm going to wash off the whole bottom bumper part. And it's important that you get every little part of this because if you don't, it'll just look like trash and you don't want that. And that's basically how you wash the car. So now I'm just gonna make sure I'm spraying it off. All right, so before we do the wheels, we're gonna dry off the car. You wanna start with the windshield because the windshield is the most important window. And since this is a perfectly fresh towel, we don't need to worry about spots being left behind. So the mirrors. If you have marks left, that probably means that you either it means that you didn't wash it off enough after you put the soap on it. If you have any soap on the towel, you've basically failed because now you're going to be leaving streak marks everywhere. So now I'm going to get on top of the car. And by this point the towel is getting pretty wet, so I might want to move on to another one at this point. So now I'm going to move on to another towel, but I am going to leave this one here. You'll see why in a moment. I'm getting this other towel, and if you see any marks left over, what you can do is with this fresh clean towel is just go over these windows just one more time. I'm doing this just for demonstration purposes because I really don't feel that I had to do this. But since it's all nice and fresh, you can just do this and make it even better. So now, since you can see there's so much just like water on here, that you're gonna use your wet towel and just go over this once. Which is just such a large amount of water, and then that's not enough. So you're gonna take your cleaner towel, and after that, you're gonna want to make sure that there's no like large amounts of water anywhere else in the car. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the sides a little bit. This is just for like masses of water. So there we go. Whatever you do, do not use that towel once it has touched the ground because it is now useless. And actually, before I finish doing the hood, I'm gonna go over these top windows just one more time. So now every single window is clean. Now we can move on to the lesser things. So actually I just saw there is a little bit that I missed up here. You have to be extremely careful so you don't mess up everything and just strip it off. But, so I just cleaned off that. I'm going to put this back in the water because we do need it later. There we go. That looks a lot better since there's not bird poop on the car anymore, okay? Okay, so now we're just going to finish off with the rear tail lights up here. All the cars should just look great at this point. So, yeah, other than the wheels. What you're gonna want for the wheels is two things. The first thing is going to be this wheel and tire cleaner. Now, I'm out of this, but what it does is it'll get all the brake dust off of your wheels and it should turn orange. And when it turns orange, you know it's done its job. And then what you'll do is spray it totally off. So, and you want to do this very lightly so you don't get it everywhere. And then you'll get it all off. But these wheels aren't too dirty because of the recent software update which allows the car to go to a complete stop by blending regenerative braking and regular braking, which means this car basically has no brake dust. So I'm going to clean off the tire just by using this. This is the same towel that we use for the rest of the car. But since we're done, if we get it dirty, it doesn't really matter that much. And now this wheel is clean. If you're using nice towels to dry off a car, definitely don't use those for this because it's kind of, relatively dirty to the rest of the car. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Enjoy your clean Tesla. And always remember, everything is Tesla.